refresh. Let's just. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? We're there. Hello, boys and girls. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Yeah, hey everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today, okay. Today actually goes back to yesterday. Funny that. Oh, hey Stephen, how you doing? Were you watching yesterday when I dropped the, was it knocked off or dropped the C-47 and had to catch it again? Look, end of the day, the damage overall isn't bad, but I've had some issues with the stem actually broke. It didn't just come out, it broke. Straight snapped. Cleanly at the things that, and I was getting it on, or trying to get it on this morning, and not happening. And I thought, this could be something other people might benefit from seeing, getting some ideas for how to do repairs. Along the way, between moving from, well, you don't necessarily need to know the exact suburb, but to here, I lost the front canopy of the C-47. This is what we baldmen call inconvenient. But I've got an option here to use, but it's going to require a bit of deft knife work. And so we're going to get on to all of that. And when all of that is done, we shall then see how we roll for time and get other things done, hopefully. That is the plan. Ich habe gesprochen, yeah? Alrighty. Sorry, I'm learning German. Ich lerne Deutsch. And I'm rather enjoying it occasionally. I just drop into a bit of cape from here and there. Alrighty. Now, first things first. Coffee. Yeah. All right. Actually, first I'll put the light on. So gotta say, this light cape is rather good. What? Yes, I think it is. Now, first things first. Should I? And I'm thinking I probably should. Just hit it with another round of decal soften on the grounds of just because. My probable answer to that is yes. In fact, my definite answer to that is yes. Rob Struz extremely silly. Now I'll get a bit closer again. There we go. Now, what I might do, up, in. There we go. Now I should probably get my sleeves up. I've lost a fair bit of weight recently. Now, the reason I make mention of that is because this jumper I'm wearing, I've lost so much weight, in fact, that the sleeves are actually a bit loose now. Yeah. Anyway, let's just start off with a bit of this sort of behaviour, just to get it looking sweet, absolutely sweet read petite on this front. And pray we don't drop the bloody thing again. That's my only real concern, although, Alrighty. Yeah, that's good. I'm starting to be able to see the panels underneath. That's usually the point where I try to go, yeah, she's good. You can see the panel lines underneath your decal. Now, this one's still a horror story. It's a horror story right there, isn't it? Oh, my God. Now, you are probably unfamiliar with that band, I would suggest. They're more of an Australian outfit. What I mean by that is they are They're an Australian band from the 80s. They were very popular over here. I don't know if they did anything much international. Skyhooks. There we go. Oh yeah, and that wing there. You on your bench at the moment, Stephen? Okay. There we are. That's that done. Forgot the wheel. Dear, oh dear, big boy. What are you doing to yourself? Now, I am thinking that I am probably best served to get the wheel on first, because that can dry while I do the knife work on this. Now I'll explain what's going to roll with this when I'm there's something I might just quickly check out. This is actually a B-17 canopy. They're both used by Boeing. Okay, there's a little flatter. Yep, that's going to be fine. And one other thing I want to check before I put the wheel on. I think this probably needs to be reassessed. Yeah, it's a bit loose. Yoink. I've got a few little bits and pieces like that need to be re-established. Yoink. Then what's going to happen with this, at least, is yeah, that's actually why I got this little number, the airbrushing booth. It hasn't been too bad lately, but of course, depending on temperature, airbrushing doesn't happen at all. And we're entering spring, and it's only a matter of time before certainly the weather just gets a whole string of airbrush today. And yeah, no, that's not going to fly now, is it? Now, something I need to check. Left the lid off of this. I might need to use a lighter on it. See how we go. I might not as well. We'll see. Give it a moment. Oh, no, we're good. Very good. Alrighty. Now, originally when this came off, this was still in this one bracket was still in position, but because it lent on this, unsurprisingly, it wasn't really helping the cause. There's something else I might want to. Excuse me a moment. Let's just tidy this situation. Now, actually, wait. What am I doing? Come here, you. This might be a really good time to drop this out. Now, so The issue I was having was partly that this other bracket was is it the other way around? Yes. It should actually slow down like that. Alright. Nice one, Rob. Alright, let's careful there. That's an easy find. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's suboptimal. Excuse me, oh. Where do you live again? 110. 110. There's 110 in the morning. That would be. That'd be Europe. England. And it's 25? What the hell, man? That's a bit of a... Really? Wow. Yeah, wow. That's... Now let's get our sides right again. So I did have identified, and then I dropped the bloody thing. It's that way around. $110 and 25 is something I tend to associate with, well, not England, it's basically through here. Yes. Part of the issue is that the wheel's rotating around in my hand, making it a bit hard to. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Tell you. Oh, what the hell, man? Really? Really? Yeah, really. Let's give the glue a run. Yeah, I did that. No, you're probably getting a good view of my hand right about now. Now, lid. And now, let's see how we go. Now I'm going to have to hold this for a bit, obviously. Yeah. It'll stand like that. That's not the correct angle, unfortunately. Oh, you son of a bitch. There we go. This is going to be a bit of a patience tester, I would suggest. if there's some way I can just get something to hold it in position so as I can do other shit. There's a question. This isn't going well. Shit. This is what happens when you drop an aircraft, kids. A whole lot of no fun that ensues. Almost. It almost looked like it wanted to stay put then. Then it's going to come the question of what support the weight of the aircraft when the time comes. The answer probably not. Well, there we go. Well, at least that's going to make it easier for me. How long should I hold this for? There's a question. I can't see the chat board what's more. That's actually, it's not perfect, and it is slowly coming down, I think. That's not bad. Trying to check the angle in comparison to each other. If that stays put, I'll take that, as the choir boy said to the bishop. I've just been incredibly offensive to some people, I'm sure. And that's just the way I rev. Now, okay, it's not perfect, but it is staying in place, and at that point I think I would do well not to get too excited about shit. I believe that's the technical term I need to trot out. Not get too excited about shit. My bigger concern, again, will be will it stay in place nice and solid once the weight of the aircraft is on it. But at least at this juncture it is staying in position. Now, in the meantime, what we may as well as do is, as you can probably, you can't see, this is the only downside of this. It doesn't work so well from the viewpoint of, stop that. Trying to get the light to necessarily zoom in. Now, you can see there's a few tidy ups required on the Boeing Grey there. We're going to do them. And then you can see there's some little bits there that need to go back on. We're going to do them and all. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So, mouthful of coffee. And then we'll get down to the nitty gritty. One thing I might also do is get that back onto there. I've got a new compressor on the way. I'm hoping that should be here in a couple of days. So then airbrushing can occur on the live stream. Now, with that, because I was prepared to spend up to, I was going to get a decent compressor, and look, the one I've actually got is not so bad, or had. It's just that somehow I got knackered it was also wasn't looked after very well. I've got to say, I've got to take some responsibility for that. I don't think I looked after it properly, which isn't going to help the cause at any juncture. But in any event, the what was I going to mention? Yeah. In the end, I purchased exactly the same compressor as the one that died on me, and spent some extra money. And the reason I make mention of this is because the front of the aircraft looks kind of similar on a Focke-Wulf 200, the Condor. And the reason I've wanted one of those for a while, and I've got options on this, because you see, I might give this a bit more of a shake. In fact, I don't think I did shake it. Shake, 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 ba ba da ba. Shake, 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 ba to shake my painter. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, yeah. Getting back to the Condor. Because I've got some decals, and I can do either of Hitler's or Himmler's, maybe one of the other senior Nazis' actual personal aircraft. Now, yes, they were deplorable people, but that is undeniably then a historical aircraft, if you follow me. That's a true piece of history. Well, sort of true. You know what I'm getting at. It's something a bit wow. It's a bit like getting any of the General's aircraft. And there's a few of them going around you can do too. And I might even explore them down the track. I know you can get a really good Stork, faceless Stork, with Rommel's markings. I believe you can even get one with Monty's. I say, LB, get one with Monty's. What? I'm being very silly again. Never mind. Yeah, there you go. Now then, let us select a brush. Now, I'm thinking, let's see what our options are. Oh, something that's got a bit of chunk to it. I like the looks of this one. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Bing. Yeah, that's nice. This was actually Italeri, given to me by a mate's girlfriend who used to do, I think she did more figures than anything else. And long and short, I also suspect that she was aware that long and short, a lot of us were going, yeah, what the hell, man? And this, we were attempting to show that she's a nice girl, really. But the benefits are, I did get some really nice stuff. So hey, maybe we should stop with bitching. Or maybe that was the whole point. Either way, doesn't. I'm now the proud possessor. Italeri, more than an Italeri brush. And let's not be shy, peeps. Italeri are good. I'm a fan of Italeri. And to me, I've had a few. This is actually an Italeri kit. I've had a few really moments about the way they've done a few things, but at the same time, not so much. All right. Now, slowly but surely. Now, I can. Well, this is not going to be this area up here. Is not going to be as nice as the rest of the paint work, but that's okay. That's where our good friend weathering will come into play. I'm a fan of weathering to cover up shit. Yes, I am. Don't mind me. Now, I'm thinking I'm probably not going to put those last. Oh, maybe I will. I want to get on and cut out the canopy. Make sure that we can cut the canopy out to so that I know that I have a canopy. Otherwise, I have to find other ones. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I think mostly I'm going to be good. There we go. Now, once I've done this side, I'll spin the aircraft around. And then we shall actually, we probably will get those other bits on, I reckon. Because when all is said and done, it's not going to take long now, is it? I mean, really now. Really? Yeah. So I'll do that as well. I will need to wait to get that last. Will I? Probably not, actually. I'll probably be able to get that on after I've cut the canopy out, because that will take a bit of time, I would think. That's a bit of an assumption all on its own, but never mind. All right, let's just go here. Do enjoy painting, guys. I really do. It's true. Now, get these out of the way for a moment, shall we? They don't need to be there right now. Come here. Why is that? Let's see. We'll worry about that later. It's not a problem. Okay. Don't know if you guys actually saw there's a thing there, Link. I didn't know it is. Painful. Give me a moment. Just want to tighten that up a bit. Quite a lot, actually. It's rotating, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Let's not do that. I'm seeing a problem here. Now let's just get back to the engines. All right. I'm just gonna can't really extend that far. So I'm just trying to give you a view of what, as you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. There we go. Almost there. Now, once the paint's on, we are perilously close. Now, once the canopy has been completed, I'll show you what's going to happen with that. It's going to be should be a fairly straightforward operation, hopefully. That is my hope. Next, this is a little tricksy. All right. Yeah. Right, this last one. Oh, and then it's it'll be time to get. What's the time? How are we doing for time? We're doing well for time. Yeah, I'll get those other 3 bits on, and then we'll get stuck into the canopy. That's the plan. Robin. Yes. Now, then, right, there's where I need to be able to see. Couldn't quite see what I needed to see, if you follow me. Dear, oh dear, kids. Give me a moment. mostly happy with most of what I'm seeing and what I've done here. Now, let's just get a bit more into there. Now let's tidy. This is the one I was getting grumpy with, I think. Yes. So let's get that done. And then, as an aside, oh yeah, I see the difference in the wheel angles. Might just have to roll with that now. Almost there. Once we are, as I said, I'll pop the. Now, do I dare? Here's a question. I'm trying to get these two wheels at the same angle. Better. There we go. We'll leave that there. And finish this off. And then get on to cutting out our canopy. And cutting out is what it will be for reasons that will soon become apparent. All right. There we go. Not unhappy with that. So we've done so pretty well so far today. All right. Now let's clean this brush. Move the camera down. And then, ow. Sorry guys, okay, long and the short of it, you may have heard me lament before, the old grey berry ain't what it used to be, And every now and again, my body chooses to remind me of this fact, and just then gave my knee gave me a bit of an unfriendly twinge, it did. Yeah. Let's just keep this nice and clean. Always clean your brushes properly, guys. I'm sure I'm giving most of you know what needs bulletins there. But yeah. Now. Okay, so getting back to making our canopy. What we're going to do here, it's not so much making it, well, it's creating it, I guess, from a slightly different situation. Yeah. Let us just wipe this out and get that out of the way because we don't want that there right now. Boom. Right. Now, what we're going to do... Oh, hey, Penny, how you doing? Whoa. The silky sounds. Now on Easy Listening, scale modeling. Now, here we go. Our canopy. Now, what I'll show you very quickly is two things. Well, first, I'll show you the issue. Then I'll show you what our solution is. And it's this. If you... give me a moment. Now. Yep. That is where our canopy goes. Now it goes on the outside, and I've lost that part. However, to our advantage, or happily, whichever adjective or phrase or term you choose to apply, I have these. Now this is actually for a B-17. B-17G to be precise. That's it. That's a bit irrelevant. Now the reason I got that, or this, is for that. The nose cone. I wasn't happy with the nose, well, I'd set the nose cone up on the B-17F, ergo got these. But, and here's the kicker, or here's the winner, if you look closely there, that front portion there, and bearing in mind they are both 1:72 and both Boeing, is probably exactly what we need to fill that gap for the canopy on the C-47. That is my supposition, and what I plan to do is cut that out, then cut right into that, and boom, it shall all come together. That's the theory. As to how that rolls out in practice, we'll see. Now, first, I need to cut the bulk of that out and around. Most of that, of course, I don't need. Now, I do have some nail scissors here, but they're not. I actually have some craft scissors around the trap somewhere, heaven forbid. Now, where have I left them? I have a few options on how I can address this. Give me a moment. I just want to see if I've popped them up onto. So I was using them to help set up the back of the airbrushing booth. So I needed to use the tape to, and I have put them somewhere completely different. Nice one, big boy. Now, in worst case scenario, now let's see what other cutting options I have here, scissor wise. Where have I put more bloody scissors? I've got all my screws, my knives. Look, let's see if how well this does perform on this caper. If it starts getting a bit rugged, I'll go and track down some of my other bigger ones that are probably just on the table over there. Now, first, let's see how. Oh, yeah. Now, we want to be a bit careful here. There we go. Yeah, that'll help us out nicely. And I can come straight down here. Around. Actually, all I really require is that little portion in there, isn't it? Or at least get that isolated. And then I am good to go. There's a win if ever there was. So, come around here. Now, if you're wondering where I got these from in turn, as far as, well, yes, that's what I'm using to make I'm using B-17 stuff to make a C-47 canopy, but where did I get these from? To get that, yada, yada, yada. This is an aftermarket thing, and it's I'll give you a bit more of a look in a minute. I'll show you a bit more's the point as to what the pros and cons of this stuff is. These are the pros and cons of modeling. Oh dear. Now, yeah, this is going to work if we're careful with our blade. Now, this stuff. Okay. Now, I should probably have zoomed you out anyway. Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? Now, this is the stuff that I've got that for, and ultimately we'll be making the C-47 canopies out of. And best way I can illustrate to you what they're made out of is it's sort of that same sort of stuff that you get putting around the outside of some toy car sort of things on the front. It's not that strong, but in essence, it will give you the look that you require. How highly would I rate them? They do the job. Would I recommend them over something else? Probably not. Yeah, good. Yeah. Now I've got the wheel back on that I knocked off yesterday. I knocked a wheel off the. I dropped the. I can't remember if I dropped it or knocked it off the table. Either way, off the C-47, knocked it flying, caught it. Yeah, scope that out. But knocked a wheel off. This is what we boardmen call suboptimal. But I've fixed that. Now I should zoom you guys out, sorry. And then move that down to probably about there, I'd say. Here's our little widget. Now, in this instance, I'm actually not going to use, these are what I refer to as generic knives. They're good all-rounders. They're not top-notch. They're good for general purpose cutting. This, however, is going to require my quality blades, which I usually use for such things as photo etch. However, this instance, boom. Now, sorry, back to the microphone then. Now, mouthful of coffee. That's the ticket. Now, it's going to be the best way to do this. Let's see how it naturally sits, and we'll use that to verify. There we go. Now, what I'm thinking is that if you look at how it will again naturally sit, may as well use that to our advantage. That's my theory. Something else I can do. Let's see how close I can get with the scissors to cut that little. I need to zoom in again. Okay. I'm going to get the scissors in, coming as close as I can on there to trim that as close as I can to that little window bit. You follow me. In fact, there you go. That's a really good illustration of what we're working on. It's a bit blurry. There we go. So what I'm going to try and do is cut off as much of this little bib as I can. That's what it pretty much is now. It's not much more than a pain in the ass. Certainly of no benefit to me. So let's see how close we can get without impinging. Pretty close. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. It's going to be easier. Yeah, good. the idea is the closer we can get and thus enabling as much flat surface in contact when you trot out the scalpel to do the cutting, the better off or the easier it will be. That's my theory, and I think it's a pretty sound one. So we'll see how that rolls. Now, about and even now, I'm not going to rip that off because that will have a bad feeling at the end of tears. Oh, hello. I've got a delivery. Excuse me a moment, guys. Oh, hang on. Coming. I purchased a new airbrush, and I believe that's it. I'm almost tempted to... Let's get this done first. And then we'll see. Because I'm pretty sure it is. And the reason I got the other airbrush, I do have one, but it's because the one I have is better suited to small work. I want something that's well suited to covering an area. So I don't think the one I've got is well suited to that sort of a purpose. It's a good brush. It's a Spar Max, and I love it. I love it long time. But possibly a surprise unboxing. Yeah. I got what's called a Dragonair, and it comes from the company that produces a lot of my paints. Now, my theory here is that being as it comes from, now let's see, well, just there, more clarity. There we go. I just need the light to sit the right way so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Boom. My theory being that if they're the ones who produce the paints, an airbrush of theirs that is suited to an area should be adequate to deliver the paints, if you follow me. So yeah, this is coming along pretty quickly as far as the... let's just get our line. That's a good start. Give me a moment. Come here. Boom. That's a nice start. You can already see the line on the top there. We'll zoom in. No, because I still don't have a compressor, but that's on the way and will hopefully arrive in the next day or so. There's the top of our but we can have a bit of a look-see at it anyway. Now we'll do the sides. Then it's just the bottom on these. This, a bit happy about that. My compressor should arrive in the next day or two, and it should arrive with my another new modelling bit, which is to say, it's not quite coming off as nice as it did on the other side. Yeah, there we go. My new kit, which is a Focke-Wulf condor, which, as I was telling Stephen earlier, I have the decals for either of Himmler's or Hitler's personal aircraft. I'm getting a C-3 condor, and that means I could do Himmler's without any modifications. If I wanted to do Hitler's, I'd have to do modifications, because his was a different one again, a different type. What's the point? Stiff arm there for a moment. Now, but it's starting to come together. I'm pretty pleased with how that's rolling. Let's see if I can just get right. Yep. I'm not quite sure, but it's. I'll tell you what I can do is I can do a. Here we go. Here we go. This is the one I currently have. Now, this is my Sparmax, and I do like it. It's a beautiful, it does a great job every time. Nice and smooth. Boom. But as you can see, the tank's not very big. Now, when you're dealing with something like a B-17 or a Lank, you need a big bloody tank. This is a pain in the ass. You have to fill it 3 or 4 times. The one I've got, or getting, is a much bigger tank, and I think it's got 2 tanks. You can alternate if you wish. And we'll get on to having a look at that, because I'm a bit chipper and excited about it. I now need to come up here. Get that. Yeah. Now try the other side. We will. Ho ho! We've almost got it out, kids. Winning. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Just need to get my line. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm going to need to do a bit of... It's a bit too big, I would suggest. But ultimately, there is... hang on, let me just get this out of the way. Let's caper out. Let me put that away properly. So that will hopefully, we even have, there's 2 things we can have a look at here. Let's see if that wheel's holding, shall we? Hold our breath, kids. No, it is not. Okay, well, we'll need one side is the other side is not. Come back to that. But on a more cheerful note, 2 things. First, how much do I need to trim? It's not perfect. what I'll do, I'll show you where it's at. I'll tell you what modifications I will make. Okay, that's how it actually sits. Now you can see there's a gap there and there. I'll attend to that with crystal clear. I'll make a few little trims, but overall, that's not a bad little outcome. I just need to fix the wheel, and we'll worry about that later. Because what I'd rather do now, once I've popped that with the rest of my C-47 stuff, there is now, and I'm assuming this is my airbrush. Given the size of it, I can't think what else it would be. Give me a moment while I just slice the box open, as you do. And one. I don't recall asking for express post, but hey, whatever. Now, if this is not my airbrush, I'll just wind the stream up. But yeah, if it is my airbrush, we're going to do some unboxing. We've got lots of foam in the box. I always hate that. The passion. It is indeed my airbrush. Alrighty, kids. Here we go. Now. Italeri. Boom. Here is the airbrush. Now let me just roll on in. Nice little swish case there. That probably doesn't. Yeah, whatever. Now, it comes with two tanks. Now, first, that's a corker. Look at the size of that one. So you can alternate that, which is kind of cool. There we go. That's the tank it comes with, which is a pretty healthy one. Okay, so you can click or boom. Either way, screw it on or clip it on. That's good, it gives you options. Nice and smooth. Yeah, all very standard, I would suggest. Wow. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'll show you what I'm pleased with here. Okay. Yeah, that is very good. Check this out, guys. Now. Oh, hello, social. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm having a bit of this got delivered not even, 10 minutes ago? Scope this out. That is what I'm happy about. Like to clean that out is going to be a dream, or at least a lot easier, by virtue of the fact that you can see the reservoir drops straight the way down. This is straight out. Get yourself a cotton wool bud, and a whole stack of that's going to be done for you. That's a good setup. It's a nice sized tank on its own. The fact that it comes with this little beast is ever so slightly chipper making, and yeah. So you got two options. That's Hale and Hardy when you compare it to my Sparmax. So we've got options here. Now the difference between my Sparmax and my SMS, the Sparmax is 0.2 of a mil. This is 0.3. This is better suited to fine detailing work. This is more of an area. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, pop this back on that. So, yeah, now I should probably. Oh. Ooh. They've got a full. That's cool, actually. They've got a full. So let's see. Let's just check out what their mechanism is here. I'll zoom them back out a little. I would suggest it's all very par for the course at the front. Yeah. I'll zoom in just a little. So the cleaning of it's going to be very par for the course. You don't really need to worry too much about, unless you're going to go for the whole take the thing apart maneuver. Feel free to ask yourself why the hell you would. But yeah, this is the business end. All very stock standard and easy to work with, which is what you want. I do like the fact it gives you a good breakdown as to what all the bits are. Boom. This is the SMS Dragon airbrush, guys. So there we have it. Now, I get my new compressor. I've got to say I am kind of impressed with the fact that they've supplied a proper span, and not just a half span like this goes around. And it even gives dimensions for what you're working with. That is, God, these guys, this is good. I like this. They've done well. They've made me happy. Yes, they have. Now, in the meantime, I think that's me done for today. I'm not going to bother getting back onto that wheel. I'm grumpy. Not grumpy. I'm in a good mood, as you can tell. But I do have other things to get on to. We've done pretty well with a lot of stuff so far today. I'll get back on that wheel overnight. We'll finish that off tomorrow. I am looking forward to my compressor arriving now in a big way with 2 airbrushes, each tailor-made for my purposes and needs. Yeehaw! This fully armed and operational scale modeler. Now, give me a moment to get some posing. This is a little more snug than I'd like, perhaps, but never mind. It's because it's rubber, I think. It's the dealio there, but never mind. It's strong, which is probably a good thing, I'm going to say. And I do like how the case does a little click. Look at that. Look at that. There we have it, kids. Now, I will... the compressor. I won't lie to you, mate. I don't know offhand. It is what I can do, bearing in mind that it was in fact, or what I'm getting is in effect, exactly the same type of compressor as I was using before. It's just that there was nothing wrong with it. I think part of what went wrong with the previous compressor was it spent way too long in my shed. Now, that of its own doesn't sound so bad, but dust and shit and air join dots, you know what I'm saying? I should have thought about that. I've got to take a bit of responsibility. But as far as it went, as an airbrush went, it was pretty good. Or not airbrush, as a compressor, it's pretty good. And it's one of these. And you can adjust the air pressure as you would expect. It does all the bells and whistles. Oh, you don't just put this out in the garbage. It actually says not to. I'm quite impressed with that little sticker there. Let's see, what information does it give us? A sixth of a horsepower, 220 to 240, 50 hertz, 1450 revs per minute, 3.6 kilograms, 20 to 23 liters a minute. Auto start, auto stop. Yeah, these are the things, the specs it was it's got on the side. Anyway, there we have it. Now, whilst I'm a bit frustrated that I didn't get that wheel on properly, that's okay. We got the canopy done. There is a little bit of what my former housemate would refer to as jiggery pokery to be done there, and we will do said jiggery pokery probably tomorrow. I'll get that wheel on, because frankly, to not have it on is to be slowed down by that. Really? Fuck, man. So, all right. Now that we've had a quick gander at the airbrush, and that I've pontificated and waxed lyrical, I'm going to wind the stream up. Now, thanks for watching, guys. I do genuinely appreciate it. Oh, sorry. Yes, certainly. Give me a moment. Boom. There she blows. It's yeah. Boom. Walmart. I think it's just a cheap Chinese one, but at the end of the day, I found it pretty good. Look, it's not. There's a building site thing going on across the road, and if you look, you would have seen the whole roof because I've got the door open. So it's quite a nice day. This is the compressor. You can get it pretty easily off the internet. It's yeah, boom. Yeah. Yeah, look, as I said with my old one, I think I've got to take a bit of responsibility, or that one, because it's no longer working. I've got to take a bit of responsibility for what happened, you know? If you're not going to maintain shit properly, it's not going to work properly. And at that point, well, hey, dots for you, son, you know? Join them. Anyway, now that I've, again, done my waffling, pontificating, yada, 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 whatever else you want to call it, I'm going to wind things up again. Thanks for watching. First-time viewers, magic button time. If you haven't done it already, follow, like, subscribe. You know, as he wants to. Yes. If you would like to track me down on other platforms, I am Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Again, follow, like, subscribe. It's a very simple equation, people. Tomorrow. Oh my God, I managed to stop myself from cracking into Tomorrow from Little Orphan Annie. And I'm sure there was much rejoicing for the viewers. Yes, there was. Yes, there would be. Yes. Anyway, I'm continuing to be very silly. Okay, yes, tomorrow I'll be back. And I'll be back at the same time, what is more. And yeah, well, we'll see what else we can work on. We'll either be doing C-47 or B-17. I'm thinking probably C-47. We'll get this shit. We'll get the shit happening. Bam, down. I couldn't help myself, could I? Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, with that, on that note, people, I shall catch you all later. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you all tomorrow. See yous.